Hey Team Duff, it's Wit coming to you with a quick mini episode of Duff Enough to comment on the news that Hilary will be starring in a sequel series to How I Met Your Mother called How I Met Your Father. This is a big career move for Hilary and I'm excited to talk about it, so let's get started. With the 7th and final season of Younger now streaming on Paramount Plus and Hulu, we've been left to wonder what's next for Hilary's career. Of course, HD just became a mom of 3 with the birth of Mae James Bear on March 24th, 2021. Congrats to Hill, Matt, and the fam. But it turns out she's not slowing down in her professional life either. It has now been announced that Hilary will star in a sequel series to the long-running CBS comedy How I Met Your Mother. This new show, titled How I Met Your Father, is a spin on the original, with Hilary playing Sophie, a mom who, in the future, is telling her son the story of how she met his father. It's a story that will take us back to the present day 2021, as Sophie and her friends are falling in love and figuring out life. That's the premise, but wait, there's much more. How I Met Your Father is coming to Hulu with a 10-episode straight-to-series order. The creative team behind the show includes the co-showrunners of This Is Us and co-creators of Love, Victor, who'll be writers and executive producers. The original creators of How I Met Your Mother are also on board as exec producers, and Hilary will produce in addition to starring. The project comes from 20th Television, which is now owned by Disney. I know, full circle. All right, that's the news. Time to analyze. So with all of the potential Hilary projects we've heard about in the last couple of years, i.e. the Lizzie McGuire reboot and the Kelsey Younger spinoff, the news of this show really came out of nowhere, but what a nice surprise. To me, this feels like the right move for Hilary, and one that will take her career to the next level and ultimately where it needs to be. This is an adult comedy series, one that I hope and think will make people take Hilary more seriously as an actress. Younger has been a great stepping stone, and Hilary has been praised for her work as Kelsey Peters. Unfortunately, Younger never quite picked up enough awards buzz, despite being a critical and commercial success. From one Emmy-winning creative team to another, Hilary is now working with some heavy hitters on a project that comes with solid brand recognition. It's also going to be on Hulu, which is way more mainstream than TV Land. For international fans, I'm guessing it will go to star on Disney+. Speaking of Disney+, there's a little irony here. A year after Hilary asked for the Lizzie reboot to move to Hulu, she gets a different show on Hulu, which of course is mostly owned by Disney. So yeah, I'm interested to find out how that all went down. Maybe she was given a development deal after Lizzie fell through, or maybe this was just a coincidence. Either way, Disney Plus's loss is Hulu's gain, but really, it's all Disney. As for the people talking about still wanting the Lizzie reboot instead of How I Met Your Father, look, I'm not forgiving Disney Plus for screwing that up. However, I am facing the fact that Lizzie McGuire 2.0 is dead in the water. To compare and contrast, though, obviously Lizzie would have been huge. I think the hype would have been WandaVision, Mandalorian level. And I think Hilary would have been phenomenal in the role we know and love her as. Returning to play Lizzie would not have done what I think this show will do for Hilary. And the same goes for the Kelsey spinoff, which may or may not happen now. Hilary is not a Candace Cameron Bure. I see her as more of a Mayim Bialik or, Neil Patrick Harris, for example, former child stars who went on to prove themselves as adults to be solid actors who were taken seriously. That's what I think this show has the potential to do for Hilary. She's earned it. She deserves it. I want to see Emmy-nominated, Emmy winner, Hilary Duff. Now, I will say I've never really watched How I Met Your Mother. I'm not sure it's a show that the average millennial has watched, but I'm aware of it. It ran for 9 seasons. It's in pop culture, and the press release actually had a quote from one of the new creators saying something about carrying the torch to the next generation. So that makes sense. I think Hilary's a great choice to help do that. I'm also a big fan of Love Victor, so I'm super confident about it having the same creators. I'm definitely curious if this new show will be a multicam sitcom like the original with a live audience, or if they'll go single cam. I'm kind of hoping for single cam, but apparently this show will take place in New York. I doubt Hilary is about to go shoot another show on location in New York City, so maybe they'll build some nice sets. I don't know. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I am extremely excited and also very proud of Hilary. This is her first leading role as a series regular on TV since Lizzie, and I can't wait. I can't wait to meet Sophie and find out who else will be in the cast. I hope it's a diverse cast. We need that. There's already a lot of buzz trending on Twitter. So this is it, Team Duff, the next era in Hilary's career. How I Met Your Father. In the meantime, I hope everyone is enjoying Younger's final season, as well as Hilary's new children's book, My Little Brave Girl, her second New York Times bestseller. 2021 is looking up. All right, that's all I've got for now. Stay tuned for more episodes of Duff Enough and news about How I Met Your Father. Bye, Team Duff. I hope I don't regret doing this episode if and when the show falls through, because honestly,